welcome to Two Indoor Gaming, and we are back with Life in the Village Season 2. And I'm at the point now where I want to get ready for my mine colony. So I want to gather resources and start thinking about where I want it to set up. So there's a few ways you can go about this, and I tend to try and scout where I want my mine colony to be first. Because if there's some terraforming required, that can help me gain the resources I need. So if I look here, so remember, Minecolonies has, normally the default for Minecolonies is a radius of 8. So if I center my mine colony here in this chunk, then you would count 8 in all directions for where your mine colony, what would be its zone. The default in Life in the Village has actually been set to 4. You can change it in the config, and I will do that. So you could change it back to 8. But one thing I've found is that if you build too far from your town hall, it won't let you. You've got to be within a certain distance of your town hall. And I thought you could change that. Turns out I was wrong. You can't. It won't let you. And as far as I can ascertain, that's at about 6, roughly. I think 6 chunk radius. So I'm probably going to, rather than changing to 8, I'm going to change it to 6, and then I'll know my border is pretty much where I can build comfortably. I haven't tested that yet, so I could be out a bit. We'll discover that together, I guess. So what I'll be looking at is, where do I want my town hall, and where do I want sort of my area of control to cover. One thing to factor in is, if I want a fisherman, I'm going to need a reasonable sized bit of water. It doesn't have to be huge, but it can't be like a 2x2 puddle. It's got to be of enough size. You can always adjust if you find out you've got it too low. The fisherman will tell you there's not enough space, you can't find any fish. So I want to incorporate that. Another thing I like to do is put the town hall on a bit higher. Just put it on a rise so it can overlook the town. So I'm thinking probably this chunk here is a bit of a hill, and I could put that there and then have other things at a lower zone. I could still put a fort up a bit higher if I wanted to, up here, clear a bit of zone here. But if this was my chunk, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that would incorporate this as a fishing spot, which would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, okay, so I shouldn't encroach on the build of this village, because that's not going to get much bigger than that, as I remember from looking at the map. So that should be well out of the way. We won't encroach on each other's space. I'll have a nice bit of area covered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It incorporates my little janky house, but doesn't incorporate the tower. Yeah, Wizard's Tower. That's fine. I don't want that in my zone. Outside is fine. Yeah, so this is probably where I'm going to be. So as long as there's space here for a town hall, I'll be pretty happy with that. On here. And it's probably going to be a little too small by the looks of it, but I can build that up by leveling out some other areas, dropping them down, whatever. If I level off that a bit, so it's not super high, fill in here, and I'm going to have a bit of zone. So that gives me some parameters. Now I can go, okay, well, if I do a bit of digging, a bit of leveling, then I can use my treasure hunting skill. That is going to help me get some helpful resources, such as enchanted tools. Yeah. And some iron. Maybe even a diamond if I score, which would be awesome. So that's the advantage of doing that. I can get some trees here. I'm not too worried about leaving a forest sort of for my lumberjack, because I can always just plant one. It's not like it takes much to get some saplings. All I need to do is that, and I got myself some oak saplings. It has used up my axe, but then I just repair it. But you see, I've got 5 saplings. That's enough to get that and a few bones, and I can get a forest started for my lumberjack. No troubles at all. So I'm happy to clear the area of all trees. Gives me some wood to start my colony with. and gives me a little vision for what sort of surface I'm dealing with. You can approach it however you want. You can just take it as it comes, but I like a little bit of planning. Otherwise, it just sort of comes out a little too ad hoc and higgledy-piggledy and yeah, amateurish. But if that's the stage you're at, then that's fine. Go for it. You can learn what you like to do later. Or through this process, you can learn what you do, or what you like to do. Basically, it's an interesting little nook there. Cool. So, and there we go. We got some birch saplings. So I've already got two lots of trees I can sort of seed for my lumberjack when that comes up. Now, the idea behind Minecolonies and the videos I've been watching is that the villagers should be able to get resources faster than you can, and that's why they have leveling and all that sort of stuff, and they gain experience. Is to get to a point where so this is why it's good to have some enchanted tools, because they wear out fast at stone level. Yep. Yeah, the idea is that you would go away, you'd come back and you check the chest or the warehouse if you've gotten that far, and it's all happy for you. Woohoo! You don't need to do any more. Alright. And all that you'll ever need will be supplied for you. It's not really my experience yet, but I've probably been doing it wrong. Gee, I hate when I accidentally take the leaves and I didn't want to, but at least I got some apples. But let's see if I can get to that point. I know a little bit more now watching the Minecolonies Team videos that they've been posting. They're shorts. Very good videos. So yes. So this is all good. Okay, so what I might do is I'll skip ahead to when I've got a bunch of stuff. You don't need to see me do all of this. Yeah, I'll talk you through the next step, I guess. Till it. Hang on a moment. Okay, I'm back, and I'm now officially calling this Bald Mountain, because I have taken all the trees off, and it's bald! It's been an interesting night. I thought I'd be fine to work through the night, and I got assailed by all sorts of stuff. I was just walking over here, and I just looked like this, and just happened to meet the eyes of a Enderman. So I've now got 2 Ender Pearls. Not part of the plan, but you know, hey, you get that sometimes. Looking at all this stuff that I've managed to pick up already, it occurs to me that I need a backpack. It's time for a backpack. So what you need for a backpack is a chest to start with. So let's get a little more of that. So we'll get a chest first. That's fine. You need leather and you need wool. Now, I haven't come across any sheep, but fortunately I've got plenty of string. What's of this can I actually get rid of? Because I don't think I need quite so many saplings. 1 whole stack will be enough. So let us make some wool. I only need 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can keep the rest. And then you do a simple recipe, like so. And the good thing is this is one of your quests. And there we are. We have a leather backpack. Ta-da! It's going to give me the quest. There we are. And so that gives me this much extra space. And obviously you can upgrade that. The next level is iron. For that, I'm going to need 7 pieces of iron, an extra chest, and the leather backpack. I don't have to empty it first, which is great. I can upgrade it while it's full, which is very helpful. And let me put some of this stuff away. I do not need these tags. Mighty zombie, reinforced zombie. That's why I don't want my doggy coming along for the trip. And I'll get so many of those. I'm not going to keep them right now. Let's put that away. I don't even know what you use that for. Pinkly sheep will tell me one day when I look it up. Put that away. Cool, I'll probably write for that. Let's put some of the wood. There we go, I've got some more space now. Actually, I'll put all the wood there. Don't need that. Okay, so cool. So now I'm ready to do a little bit of terraforming, hopefully get some iron ingots and the like. So you've got this option. just your standard removal. As you see there, oh, I've got another special shovel out of that, which is nice. What is it? Scavenger Heel Silk Touch Siphon. Okay, so that Scavenger Heel is a bit off. Some of these just don't really match. Silk Touch means I pick up grass instead of dirt. Yeah, okay. And Siphon means I wouldn't have to run around after it. But it's not... Yeah, I'm not sure I want a whole pile of grass. Some wooden bowls. So remember, this is what your level up skill offers you. Clay. Lots of clay, which is good if you're going to incorporate brick in some of your designs. Also, some of the villagers like brick, and that can be quite a nice little money / experience influence earner, that one. So yes, you can do it this way, which is good and controlled and measured. Or I won't do it here because I want to sort of preserve this. I want to be more control. Your other option, let me get rid of the tree first, is to use excavate. Now this is the trick for getting rid of leaves. You still use up your stamina, but you don't use up your axe. Just trim your trees with a pork chop. Works a treat. So let me just grab this so it's not floating in the air. I'm a lumberjack and I don't care. Oh, whatever that song, how it goes. Alright. Okay, so yes, you can use your excavate key. And remember, this will use up your shovel. Boom. But it's a lot quicker, but it can leave a really ugly sort of surface, if you know what I mean. Ooh, I've got another one. What's this one? Bludgeoning Blazing Siphon. Well, I don't need to blaze. That's handy for your pickaxe, so you can get stone directly. But the siphon, I do like not having to run around after stuff. Boom. See, now it's not messy and all over the joint. I'm actually holding onto it. And so I've got a coal, I've got gold. Ooh, and it's already used up. And I got another one, right? That's a broken one. Efficiency 1. Damage dispersion efficiency 3. That's good if you're doing it the slow way. And that one. Let's put this one in. I'm not 100% sure that it's actually giving me all the extra stuff. I think it is when you excavate, but I'm not sure. So I've got 40 clay bowls. Let's see what happens when I do this, because clay bowls are so common. 40 clay bowls and 26 clay. Let's see what happens. 26. See, I didn't get the extra. I think the excavate doesn't activate your level up skill. So that's a factor in choosing what you're going to do. If you don't mind. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, but I never actually tested it before. So by doing the controlled method, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Ooh, fortune 3 for an axe. It can be handy when you're trying to hoard all your wood. Damage efficiency 3. Blazing siphon. Let's do this one because it'll be quicker. So like this is where you really want to use that repair, because now that I've got a feature I like, I don't want to have to craft a new shovel which doesn't have it. So I just repair this one until I find something better, and then I'll repair that one. So yes, I'm getting more gold than iron, which is unusual in my experience, but hey, it'll come in handy later on, I'm sure. It's also a good trading element. Most villagers want gold. Cool, and now I'll put some more stuff in my backpack that I don't need to carry around. And free up a little more space. So there we go. I will not bore you following me harvesting a bunch of dirt and stone. You can fill in the gaps with your imagination if you need to. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just come back when it's done. And we'll go to the next step. If I have enough resources, I can get my mine colony started, which is the fun part. Okay, well, thanks for watching this episode. I will catch you next time, and I hope you're enjoying your playthrough of Life in the Village. Thanks for watching.